Hi everyone, this is Jamie with Cute Cards and Crafts by Jamie. I am in the process of making some cards. I thought I'd do a quick video on some of the things I did on it. I started with Mini Monograms cartridge and cut out this scallop circle on page 129 at 2 inches. And then I just used the regular circle right here and cut it out at 2 inches as well, and then I also cut one out at 1 3/4. The card I'm going to show you is this right here. I have everything cut out here. Everything is ready to go, all my piles, so I can assemble them quickly. I have all my circles and stuff cut out. These are both 2 inches, like I said. This is 2 inches as well, but it's a circle. And then this is 1 3/4, so that you can stamp the thanks on there, whatever image you want. This flower background that's on this paper is from a set from Stampin' Up, and it is called Love Without End. It's a 2-step stampin'. This one's kind of old. I don't know if you'll still find it. But I just used this stamp here to get that image. I also used that on my background paper here, where I have, see where it's sparkly? I used my glue pad and this stamp, and I just went over the whole entire sheet of paper before I cut it apart. And then I added some glitter to it just because I wanted a little bit of a sparkly effect. But if you're going to do a whole sheet, I would definitely recommend waiting until you cut it, well, doing it before you cut it up. It's definitely a lot easier than all of your little pieces, smaller pieces, to try and glitter a background for that. So recommend doing that first on the 12 by 12 piece of paper. These ones are, these cuts right here, cards, are 4 inches this direction by 5 1/4, 5 1/2. The reason I went with 4 was because if you're working with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, then you can get 3 cards out of the sheet with only cutting 1 inch off the top. So if you have your 12 by 12 cardstock, you'll want to cut it to 12 by 11 inches, and then you'll cut your 4 inches across the 12 inch section, 12 inch part of the paper, 12 inch side of the paper. I can talk today, I'm really sorry. And then the little flap here, this is measured down, it's 1 1/4, and then this side over here is measured down to 2, and that's how I got this fold. And then I have corner rounded 3 of the corners, not this one, because you'll be cutting this side off so that it's flush, so that you'll end up with a card like this. So I just wanted to show you real quick how you do what is it, second generation stamping. I don't know, that's what's on this. I didn't directly stamp from my stamp pad onto here. So if you don't know what second generation stamping is, you'll take your stamp and ink it up really well on your stamp pad. And then before you stamp it on your paper, you'll stamp it just on a scrap piece, and then you'll stamp it to your paper that you want. That way you don't get the bright, I don't know if you guys can see how bright this one is compared to this one. So you just keep repeating it until you have your whole paper filled up. So, I think I might have messed up on one of my cards. I did. I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can tell the difference here, but this one I forgot to do the stamp on the scrap paper first, and I stamped it on there. So it's a little bit brighter, but I didn't redo it. I don't know. It looks kind of good. It's original, right? And then what you'll do is adhere one of your flower papers to the brown background, and then with these with this flower up here at the top, when I cut it out, I didn't get the holes in it, so I just had to use my little, I don't know what this is, 1/16 hole punch, and I went around the scallops of it. It was like this before. And then what I did was I just cut it in half. So if you're going to make some of these, I would have only needed to cut 3 of these because I only need a half per card on the top of here. You could always fold it over if you wanted. That would be fine too, but I didn't want the bulk in there, so I just cut it flush first, and then I stuck it on there flush with my card. When I stamped, it doesn't matter which sentiment you use. I just like this thanks one. But I liked how it kind of came off the edge a little bit, and you know, I like that look. So I also used the chocolate ink from Close to My Heart for that. So and then I've also used these little these are felt flowers from the Greenhouse American Crafts. I think I got these at Big Lots for like $1 or something a couple years ago. And then my ribbon is, I just found this at Walmart, and I thought this was kind of cool. I hadn't seen it before. I don't know if I can get a good enough picture of it here. It's got just a little bit of a shimmer right through the middle of it, and half of it's satin and half of it's sheer, which I thought was really pretty, and I think this was $1 for the whole roll. And then you just punch the holes down the side of the card, and I had to punch through my felt flowers as well because the holes in them weren't as big or big enough to fit the ribbon through, so you just do that, and then you slide the insert part down in, and you're all done. You got a cute little pull out. You can write your little message on that and then slide it in and send it. So anyways, I hope you liked this video and have learned something new. If you give it a try, be sure and link me up. I'd love to see what you guys do with stuff I share, or your take on the things that I do. I forgot a vital direction in making these cards, how to stick the side closed. I use this really thin little sticky strip and just put a piece on the one side. The holes on the other side will be, you know, that'll keep that side closed, but the right side over here, you'll want to add just a little piece of that so that you can stick your card closed. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.